All right, inventory. So inventory is one of those things that if you're in any type of business, any physical, tangible product business, you're gonna have some type of inventory. But here's the deal: you want to be able. The key word is moving inventory. You want to be able to move that inventory. So inventory is when you order 100 shirts, 100 hats, right? So that means on your doorstep that shows up to your house or to wherever your warehouse or whatever your storefront, you have 100 shirts and 100 hats, 200 pieces of inventory. The good thing about inventory is that if you take an order of 50 pieces, you can move them. You don't have to go through a middleman to get them out because you have them on hand. If you have 10 customers in 10 different states who want 10 different products, you can take your inventory and you can ship it off to them. But the thing is and the tricky thing about inventory is you don't want to hold too much, but you always want to have enough, if that makes sense. So for instance, if you order 1,000 shirts, but you only sell 20 shirts a month, maybe that's too much inventory. You probably bought it at a great price, and you'll definitely make your money back on it. But all the money that you spent on the 1,000 shirts, you could have spent it on like marketing or like promotion or on like a sales team or like building a better website or doing some content marketing. You could have spent that money elsewhere. So if you're only moving 20 shirts a month, you might have just wanted to buy 50 shirts and spent the rest of that money on other things that can help move that 50. And once you move that 50, you re-up and get 50 again. If you're running out of the 20, if you're starting to move 50 to 100 shirts a month, go ahead and buy more shirts. But inventories, it's like an ebb and a flow. You don't want to buy too much because you'll need that money to spend on other stuff unless you have a unlimited amount of resources, which none of us do. I mean, I've been there. You order too much, you're sitting on it, you're like, shoot, I could have used half this cash to move a quarter of this inventory, but now I got all this inventory and I don't have any money to actually move it and market it. So you don't want to carry too much inventory. You always want to have just enough. And the thing is, how the world works is the more you buy, the lower price you're gonna pay per piece. But I mean, sometimes it's worth breaking even if you're only gonna sell 10 shirts a month and you only order 15 shirts and you're breaking even per shirt. That's okay because you're still moving some product. You're still taking in money. But once you figure out your proof of concept and your stuff starts rolling off the shelves, that's when you're going to want to re-up, get a bigger order to get your margins in there. I already talked about margins, but yeah, inventory, you don't want to have too much ever because you want to use that money to spend on marketing or advertising, and then you don't want to not have enough because once you don't have enough, you're going to have to spend more money just to get that in, those extra pieces in, and then you're going to have to rush it to a customer, and nobody wants to do that. So thanks for tuning in. Shoot me a text message if you have any more questions about inventory. Looking forward to talking to you. Thank you.